Welcome to the Shoestring CMO. I am business coach Wendy Lawson, and I help micro business owners quintuple. That means 5 times their marketing impact on 5 hours a week or less while operating on a shoestring budget. So if you've got big dreams, just a little bit of time and even less money, you are in the right place. Now, in this video series, I'm covering the 10 different types of promotional strategies that a micro business owner can use to market his or her micro business. Today, we're looking at networking. Now, just like every other promotional strategy in this series, if you decide to implement a networking strategy, 3 questions you want to ask yourself first. Number 1, can this strategy support my sales goal? If it cannot help you sell the things, it is not a good strategy for you. Number 2, is this strategy a good way to meet my target market, ideal client, buyer persona? If it is not the right strategy for you. But it's not enough to just say, yeah, it's a good way. It's got to be one of the top 2 or 3 ways because you have limited time. So you want to use the strategies that are going to maximize your available time. And number 3 is using this strategy within my budget. Some of these strategies cost nothing. They're free. Some cost a little bit of money, so you want to make sure that it's within your budget. And even within networking, there are paid opportunities and free opportunities. So you always want to make sure that it's within your budget. Now, I love networking, and I think networking can be an incredibly powerful strategy for micro business owners. And I'll be honest, I believe that networking really does prefer the micro business owner over the giant companies, because when you think about it, networking is really all about bringing people together, right? Networking is about bringing strangers together who may not have otherwise met. Now, when you work for a giant conglomerate, okay, and you go to a networking event, if you meet a customer, if you meet someone, they don't know necessarily that they're going to work with you. You might hand them off to your counterpart in, Shanghai, somewhere far away. But as a micro business owner, you are your business. So when you meet someone at a networking event and they connect with you, you know, and they know that they're going to be working directly with you, not some other third party that you're going to hand them off to. And remember, we do business with people we know, like, and trust. So if I'm meeting you at a networking event and you get to know me and you like me and you trust me, then that's a great way for us to work together. That's the first step. When you think about over the last few years, the shop local movement has really grown, and it's become very attractive for people in local communities to work with other people in the local communities. Once upon a time, we felt like there was a stamp of approval if someone was a big company and they had offices all over the country. Well, now that tide has shifted, and we really, so many people prefer to shop local, to keep the money in their local community, to do business with people that they personally know. And so this is why it's so attractive to work with a local micro business owner as opposed to some giant conglomerate, right? So networking is how people can get to know, like, and trust you in your local community so that they will do business with you. Now, the biggest challenge that a micro business owner has when implementing a successful networking strategy is time. Because with networking, you only get out of it what you put into it. So it's not enough to just join a bunch of Facebook groups, maybe that are local business owners or that, your ideal client or your buyer persona is hanging out in. It's not enough to just join the groups. Or if it's in-person networking, it's not enough to just pay your annual membership, right? You have to show up. You have to be present. You have to actually network. You can't just pay the bill and be like, well, I am networking. You actually have to show up. So really, if you want to be successful in networking, you have to invest the time in it. You're only going to get out what you put in. So what I want to know is if networking is one of the strategies that you're going to use in your promotional outreach and in your marketing. Tell me in the comments. Tell me right here on this video. And hey, if you're not subscribing, why the heck not? Go ahead, click subscribe, make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss the other videos that are part of this series. See you later, Rockstar. Now, just like every other video in this series, before you decide to implement a marketing when you think about over the last